I'm making the viral pineapple ribs today, but I'm not convinced that the pineapple alone is going to bring enough flavor. So I'm going to add a pineapple glaze and find out if that's the missing step that makes this trend worth trying. All right, first thing we got to do is we're going to make some delicious seasoning. So I got 1 part seasoned salt, 1 part paprika, and 1 part pepper. Also, I got half part brown sugar and half part garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these up. Give it a nice little mixeroo. Mixeroo? I don't know what that is. Be sure to take out any lumps that the brown sugar might have. Always got to give it a good taste, right? Okay, it's a little heavy on the salt side, so we got to go with a light dusting on this. Let's prep those ribs. St. Louis style cut ribs. They're squared off. They're good to go. Now, you normally know that when I have a rack of ribs like this, I usually leave the membrane on. But in this case, since it's going to go around the pineapple, let's try to get that flavor penetrated in there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the membrane. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. It's really, really easy. Let's get yourself a paper towel and then kind of dig in there with your finger. It doesn't have to come off in one fell swoop. It's okay to do it on a few tries. It should come off in one piece, but if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I could just dig in here and get the other end of it. If it comes off in 2 pieces like this, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get that membrane right off. I'm cleaning up anything that's hanging loose. If there's a little flap or piece of meat that's going to burn up, well, trim it off and that's it. Now that I have my ribs ready, I'm going to go ahead and skip the seasoning step for just a second. I'm going to prep up some pineapple. And if you got a good eye, my pineapple is right over here. So we're going to go ahead and prep this up. First, I'm cutting off the top. I'm not going to cook the pineapple top with the rib because I really don't need it in the grill, but it's definitely saving. For presentation purposes, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And then at the very end, I'm going to go ahead and top it. To remove the skin, I'm working in 1-inch sections. I'm doing it this way so I really don't cut out too much of the good stuff. And it's completely fine not to get all of it done correctly on the first try. You could always trim off a little whatever excess segments that you've missed. No problem. So as you can see here, it's not perfect, but it at least gives you a good, nice little head start. Once the skin is removed, I'm going to go back with the knife and clean up any of the spots that need a little bit more work. Let's just call this done. Let's get these ribs all seasoned up. I'm going to go ahead and give it an okay dusting, I think. Yeah, make sure I get all the edges. And lastly, let's get the back. And get them sides. But as you can see, these are pretty good. These are nice and colorful already with that paprika. Now it's time to introduce the pineapple into this equation. So we're going to go ahead and also give it a nice seasoning of the pineapple here. So, let's lay down some flavor. Once you got it in there, we're going to go ahead and give these a wrap. And by wrap, I mean physically wrapping, not calling it the end here. Now, use skewers. These are like half of the skewers. These are good for some elotes. Pick these up at the grocery store. Otherwise, regular skewers work. Toothpicks will work. Doesn't have to be too fancy here. Just make sure everything is secure enough that the ribs stay wrapped while they cook. And the last one goes right there. But I think we're ready. I think we're ready to put this on the grill. What do you think? Not bad. I'm cooking this on the Weber kettle, and I'm going to be using the barbecued all charcoal ring with 2 fire pats. And the reason? Well, I want my target temperature to be around 300 degrees Fahrenheit or about 150 degrees Celsius. I'm also placing some aluminum foil in the center of the charcoal grid. That should make cleanup a little easier because these ribs and pineapple are going to drip as they cook. Once the grill is set up, I'm going to cover it up and let that temperature stabilize. And more importantly, I want that ignition smoke to clear up before the food goes on. Okay, so right now the temperature I've stabilized around 250. I'm going to crank it up a little bit by moving that bottom vent wide open. Right now it's about half open. But since our ignition smoke is all cleared out, I'm ready to put these delicious pineapple ribs on the grill. And let's place in our ribs. Careful, because it's going to be hot. I'm not placing the rack on the cooking grate. I'm removing it and I'm gonna place it right on the charcoal grate. I am excited about this. Let's start cooking. I do wanna cook a little bit hotter than 250. Let's try to get a 275, 300 just to get these ribs done quicker. Now let's check these ribs at the 3-hour mark. Color's looking great. The rib meat is starting to pull back a little bit. At this point, I'm happy with how the outside is going to look, so it's time to wrap. But before they're done, it's time for the part that I think actually makes this whole thing work, the pineapple glaze. Because my main concern with this trend is I'm not fully convinced that the ribs wrapped around the pineapple, it's going to give enough pineapple flavor. And I want these ribs to actually taste like pineapple. So let's make a glaze that guarantees that. In a small pot, I'm adding 1 cup of pineapple juice, half a cup of honey, tablespoon of gochujang. This is going to give that glaze a little bit of color, some chili flavor, and a bit more depth. And 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. The vinegar is going to help balance out all of that sweetness. Then goes 1 tablespoon of that same seasoning we use on the ribs. Let that come up to a boil. Once it's boiling, I'm mixing 1 tablespoon of water with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And I'm going to add that mixture right into the sauce. This is going to help thicken the glaze. And that's it. Stir it, and once it thickens up nicely, pull it off the heat. And just like that, we have a pineapple glaze that's going to guarantee we actually bring pineapple flavor to these ribs. First, I'm going to burst the outside of the ribs with pineapple glaze. I could already tell this is going to have some fantastic flavor. Then I'm going to wrap the whole thing in foil. But before I seal the top, I'm going to pour in a little extra glaze. That way, while the ribs get tender, they're basically going to hang out in this pineapple flavor. This step should guarantee that these ribs will taste like pineapple. Okay, now that we're nice and secure, I'm going to put this back on the grill. Gonna go ahead and cover this up. I'm going to check back an hour or so from now, and I'm going to start checking for tenderness. Now, we let it cook until it's tender. About 90 minutes later, let's check. I'm gonna probe these ribs with my thermometer. These are nice and tender. And the probe, it's sliding in like room temperature butter. I'm taking the ribs out of the foil and I'm gonna place them back on the grill. Let's hit it again with some of this delicious glaze. Look at this. At this point, they're already tender. I just want to set 1 more layer of that pineapple glaze on the outside. So I'm gonna brush them again with the glaze. So as you can tell, the charcoal is burning beautifully. Still's got enough time for maybe another 2.5 hours, but we are not going to need that long. We're just going to go ahead and let that beautiful, delicious pineapple glaze set, and that's going to take about 30 minutes. So go ahead and cover this up. I'll see you back in 30 minutes. All right, pineapple ribs, 5.5 hours. Let's eat. Get these skewers out. You definitely don't want to bite into these bad boys. Again, this cook is courtesy of Annie. You could all thank her for the idea. But yeah, these ribs look excellent. Good color. So let's slice right into these. And I am going to cut right there. And I'm going to cut right there. There we are. Look at that. It's got a nice little smoke ring there. Nice and juicy. But that right there, it's got excellent color. But does it taste like pineapple? So let's give it a nice taste test. I'm gonna give some to my wife to see what she thinks of it. I just wanted to know if that pineapple flavor penetrated into the meat. And I think it did. Annie?
Delicious.
I do taste the pineapple, but I think it's because of that glaze that I made. I'm very glad I made that. What do you think of the glaze up on the outside? It's good, right?
Great idea.
Can't just do this video and not taste the pineapple, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna cut up a little of this meat. I'm gonna get a piece of this pineapple and a piece of this rib. Big old bite. Glad I thought about doing that. You gotta try with some pineapple. I still think getting a little bit of that sear on the outside is just gonna give it a lot of flavor. Meat and the pineapple goes well. Annie approves. All right. See you on the next one. I gotta eat more of these ribs.
They're delicious. Can I stop it now?
Mm-hmm.